Gibby, there's 4 of us here. No Moose. Who's the new guy?
Sounds like the man that just took the reins over the new Richmond High School hockey team.
James Saintey.
Welcome, buddy.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Welcome to the Tiger Den.
Live from
Welcome
the
to the
Justin Livestream Network Studios, Scrib and Gib.
Oh, we got some music coming. I think we got
This is anticipation of.
the anticipation of Moose doing something right.
He looks like Scrib typing over there.
Dangle sniper Sally. Dangle sniper Sally, man.
I dig it. All right.
Dangle sniper Sally.
Is this going to be the song when they come out on the ice, you know, and they start...
make a milli.
We'll have to send that out to the boys, see
Yeah.
what they think.
What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
It's Moose's workout music.
It's Dangle, Snipe, and Sally. I've heard it before. I've heard renditions of it before. But
Seriously, you know this?
Yeah, some of the kids.
Well,
in the
let me
past few
slide
years.
over
Oh, I'm sure they
closer.
do.
Well, I was thinking to myself, though, we got James Saintey sitting next to Brinkman. That is not something like a saint next to Brinkman. I mean, you got your relative that, Father Brinkman, but this is a whole different thing.
It's my freebie into heaven there, buddy. Don't talk bad about Father Brinkman.
Hey, well, welcome to the Linda studio down in the basement of Brinkman's house. And I'll tell you what, we just got some good food. We asked James here to come over, do a little podcast with us. But, man, the food was actually pretty good.
It was tasty, man. He spent some hard hours out there working out for us.
Yeah, I definitely gained a few pounds, Mike. But
Well,
Have you? I got to ask, though, have you ever seen a grown man eat corn like that?
Maybe myself or my dad, but that was pretty special. That's something you put in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, it's just
the
called
best,
commitment.
the best 7 weeks of the year. I don't care what anybody says.
I know, I
Sweet
agree.
corn season. Don't be bringing that frozen stuff over that you get at Walmart in like February.
Right.
Fresh from the fields. You know what? I was out the last couple days actually. I've been out in the field with a sweet corn farmer, and I'll tell you what, that is a trip to Hollywood.
Yeah, I got to do it sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would love it. You would love it.
Well, speaking of that, our kind of egg moment or egg minute of the week is giving a shout out to UTEX.
Unbelievable.
For the sweet corn. That was good sweet corn. And
unbelievable.
like you said, you were out there kind of walking the process, seeing it. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, JLS Insurance Agency actually insures them, I believe. They're good customers of the JLS agency. So Chris and his wife Beth actually went to high school in Richmond with me. They were both a year older than me, and I had a work party yesterday where I cooked for everyone, and I called UTEX and said, "Hey, I need 4 dozen ears of corn Monday morning at 8:00." I didn't realize that I'd have to go out there and watch them pick it yet. But anyways, you guys, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is literally amazing. And this Chris Utech now has been growing this corn for like 15 years. And he literally can just touch a cob and say, yep, that's sellable. Nope, it's not. It's
That's unreal.
I'll trust you. There's no droopy cobs out there in their fields right now. They are all
He's like
standing
the
up
sweet
strong.
corn whisperer. Huh?
It's unbelievable. He can tell you everything. And you guys, he started a new field this morning at 5:00 in the morning, and he took off one row and he said, "We're not selling sweet corn today, kids. This corn won't be ready until 4:00 this afternoon."
Dang.
And I said, "Wait a minute." I go, "You got corn that's 74-day maturity," and I said, "You're 10 hours away." He goes, "Yep." He goes, "You would be amazed." He goes, "You should go out there and take a bite out of one of the pieces that I picked at 5 a.m. and come back here at 4 p.m. and taste one of those." He goes, "The taste will be amazingly different." And I have no reason to doubt this guy because everything he says about sweet corn is simply amazing.
Wow.
And they sell sweet corn 6 days a week at 13 different farmers markets. They also have jams. They have pork that they sell. They sell an ungodly amount of snacks. What do you call those? Snack sticks, whatever.
Beef, like little beef sticks?
sticks. Yeah, but theirs are all pork based.
Oh,
just amazing the business that Chris and Beth do out there, and their sons Sam and Brian are both heavily involved in it, and it is all hands-on operation. It's really something to see.
we should take a field trip. the old Scrib and Gibb should go out there, and that'd be
Well,
fun.
we just gave him enough publicity, but
I
we got to
know.
watch him eat the corn again.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on. I like that. Yeah,
There we
boots
go.
on the ground. Coach James Saintey taking the boys out there for a little fundraising, picking corn.
No,
How
I
about-
can't take that from Coach Slap.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
here's one for you. The vital system stat of the week. So just so you know, our new head coach of the New Richmond Tiger hockey team is 36 years old. So James, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so 36 years old, moved to Hudson with my amazing wife probably about 6 years ago. Started coaching youth hockey over in River Falls, and then moved up to Hudson a couple of years back, and then looking for opportunities to advance myself in the hockey career and coach at the high school level. I'd been helping out with my brother and my dad in Rosemount for the past 9 seasons. They paved the way, and then my other brother over at Holy Family, who's the assistant coach, just huge mentors for me. But working in the St. Croix County area now and looking to build that hockey community here in New Richmond.
Oh, I love it. So here's a question. What attracted you to this program, and what is your vision for the team this season? You know, new season, right? Absolutely. New coach, new season.
Yeah, new year, new me. Isn't that what they say? Like I said, I've been coaching here in the last 5 years in the youth program over in Hudson and River Falls. So I've been able to get to see some of the stuff that the New Richmond youth hockey program has been doing, and it's been honestly fun to watch. A couple state championships here and there. But then, you look at something like that, that's a huge opportunity for a coach to look at. And then you take that and you say, okay, look, that's exciting in and of itself. But then you see kind of the growth in the area that's coming into not only New Richmond, Somerset, but the St. Croix County area. People spilling over from Minnesota, but then you get that small town vibe too. I mean, what's not to be attracted about that, right? What's not to be excited about something like that and opportunities like that when they come up? As for like a vision this year, right? Really starting to try to field an identity for our hockey team, our hockey community, and our hockey program. And when I look at it, I kind of look at it holistically, right? I don't look at it from just our high school program. I look at it down to the youth program too. What does that really mean, right? First of all, I want us to be really, really good human beings. I want people to know that we're really great people first, and then that we're relentless competitors. And that's not just on the ice either. That's off the ice. I want to be great human beings in the classroom and in the community, and great human beings out in anywhere we go, right? Because we're representatives of that hockey community. But then I want people to know on the ice that they're going to get that same thing, right? You're going to get great kids off the ice, but you're in for a competition when you step on the ice against the Tigers.
Love it.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
one thing he said, good human beings.
Stop. Just stop.
I mean, everybody was thinking it.
Well, one of the words that you also said there, James, that I love is identity.
Yeah.
I think that's where everything starts. But part of an identity is a philosophy, right?
Yep.
It helps build that. So if you were, for the folks listening right now, like, how would you share your philosophy with hockey itself? Like, what's your philosophy?
Yeah, I mean, simply put, for me, my favorite saying that I've been trying to incorporate more into things is culture creates champions. I'm a huge firm believer in that. If you're able to create something off the ice that's sustainable and has that solid foundation off ice, right, that eventually over time that on ice product's going to take care of itself. And what does that relative success look like? It might start small at first, but then you're building something that people want to be a part of, and over time it kind of takes care of itself because people want to be there and want to be a part of it all.
Awesome. Is that something that you picked up from your dad kind of coming through and your brother's coaching as well? Just some of those things that you guys sit down over Thanksgiving and talk about? Or I know you've been involved in some of their programs as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say as far as like we're talking so much at Thanksgiving. We might be playing shinny sticks and beating the crap out of each other. Or I might be doing that with my nephews. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, they paved the way for me. I've seen what my brother's done at Rosemount. My dad's been a part of that. And then what my brother's done, my other brother's done with Holy Family and Chanhassen before that. I mean, it's that's what I want to take and mold into some of my teams that I've been implementing and youth levels. But now let's work at that as a high school program and then try to cascade that entire culture down to the entire youth program as well. So
All right. Couple things there I caught. Culture, identity. Great things to build a program on. But what do you want your players to learn from you beyond the wins and losses of a season?
Yeah, I think taking away of it that, competitive sports in and of themselves is the best way to prepare for life after sports, right? As they say for us in the hockey realm, you all end up in the beer leagues at some point in your life. So, you know, it's a very, very small percentage of people play at the next level and play hockey at the, you know, professionally. So at some point your career is going to come to an end, and you're going to have to figure out work and life and all that fun stuff. So how do you take your instances and all your, you know, trials, tribulations, your struggles, your wins, your successes, and how do you learn from that? And if I can convey even that message to some of these kids as they're going out the door as seniors, then I think as a coach, I've done my job.
Awesome.
So Scrib and Gibb, they're going to ask the mundane hockey cliche sports questions. I'm more of the National Enquirer type reporter, so I'm going to do a little deep dive here with you. You know, some of the best coaches out there: Bowman, Brooks, Cooper, Lemaire, and Adam Swanda, for that matter. They all say that, you know, one of the biggest things to a successful hockey program is having the right rink announcer at your rink. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the cornerstone of any successful hockey program is having the right guy behind the voice. You know, the voice of the Tigers. What does that look like? You know, we might be holding some tryouts for that. You know, we may have had something locked up, but you know, you got to prove yourself. You know, with me as a coach, these kids are going to have to prove themselves, and so are those people off the ice.
Well, you know, I agree. That's a great answer. Go ahead, buddy.
So we got a new coach, basketball coach this year, Coach Allen, and we had him in studio here. We had a wonderful time, similar to what we're doing right now. And he had this. One of the questions we asked him is, "What can the fans expect of a style of play?" Right now, I have very little background in basketball, right? But when I went to his games, I was like, okay, now I can understand what his style of play. A lot different than what we've seen in Richmond, a lot different than I've actually seen playing in any court. So what would you describe your style of play that you want to get out of these high school athletes? Yeah,
it's a couple different things. I think first and foremost, we're going to play team first hockey. That starts in the D zone. As much as I may not have liked to have played in the D zone when I was playing, I had to figure it out in order to play hockey after high school, and you know, I look at that and I think that's where the cornerstone of any good team starts in any sport. So, you know, a good team first defensive team, but then how do we incorporate that offense out of defense? But you know, we're going to play fast, we're going to play hard, we're going to compete. I want our kids to compete from, you know, puck drop till final whistle, all 51 minutes and all 200 feet of the ice, and I just want us to not quit. I think, you know, there's times as coaches where you might get beat, but as long as my kids are scratching, clawing, kicking, fighting till that final whistle, that final buzzer, I can't be mad at them, right? That's not fair to them, as long as they're giving that effort and that compete level. And I want other teams to know that too, that anytime they step on the ice, like I mentioned before, anytime they step on the ice with the Tigers, that they're going to be in for it, whatever that is. So awesome.
I love that. Brinkman, you got another good comedy over there?
Well, it's been in the Richmond tradition for the last at least 5 years that the head hockey coach's mother would always make dinner and bring it to the press box announcer. Will that tradition continue?
I can vehemently agree with that. Yeah, Mama Bear, she was a school cook, bless her soul, and she is going to be feeding you absolutely whenever she's in the building. She will bring some stuff.
I like that.
You still haven't got the job yet, though.
Yeah.
You got to earn it. I forgot about that. You know, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves there.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Mama Saintey.
I'll show up at open mic tryouts and we'll see how I do.
All right. When adversity hits during the season, you know, what is your approach to keeping the team moving focused and moving forward, right? Because, you know, there could be bumps. We don't know yet. But if there are, well, what does Coach Saintey say?
Yeah, so I think it's kind of twofold, multifaceted, and it's kind of a proactive approach to that adversity. I think first and foremost, right, building a foundational culture of relationships. I think if you can build relationships on trust that are between your players and coaches, your coaches and players verse, and then your coaches and your parent groups and your all that stuff. If you have that foundational level of trust and relationships, you know, stuff that comes up, whether, you know, whatever it may be, you're going to know that the guy or the gal left you as your back, and you're going to do the right things for it. And then, you know, as we work to practice too, like we're going to start, that's that second piece, that faceted, you know, is we're going to incorporate adversity into our practices. We're going to, you know, whether that's setting up drills that, you know, put somebody in an adverse situation and figure out, you know, how do they work through that struggle? You know, we might play a game where a team might be down a point to start and say, hey, okay, you guys need to figure this out. But we're going to try to prepare for it as best we can. And then working through that all that fun stuff as you work through it in practices, and then how do we take and then learn and grow from that right off the ice. Let's talk about it too as well. It's like, hey, let's be prepared for adversity and know that, hey, the guy to the left of you, the right of you is going to be able to take care and do what needs to be done.
Sure. Awesome. So obviously coaching with the Hudson, you're well versed with the conference, well versed with Western Wisconsin hockey, I'm guessing, and also the Richmond program. So stepping into the Richmond program, we've had great success here. I mean, all the way back since I can remember Swana days and those types of things, and state championship not too long ago. But now coming in, taking the reins, was there anything that surprised you in regards to, or anything that you were excited to say, hey, they're really established in this? This isn't one thing that I have to try to develop? Because sometimes coaches step into situations where they may not have won for the last 10 years,
Correct.
right? You're stepping into a bit of a different situation. So stepping into this, is there anything that surprised you? And was there anything that you said, man, they did a great job, and all I really have to do is continue with this, or just make it, just continue with it?
Yeah. So like watching the last couple of years here, there's a ton of skill.
Yeah.
There's a ton of that core skill that, the foundational shooting, skating, and passing. When I look at it, I want to incorporate that compete level. I think that's one of the biggest things that's going to take kids to the next level. When I talk to guys that are at the next level, how do we get kids there? That's going to be one of the biggest component, right? Because everybody's good at everything nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody works on those individual skills. How do we, though, get those kids to compete nonstop so that when they have that skill, it actually shines even more, right?
Mm-hmm.
That work ethic, that's what's going to separate kids at the next level, but then it's also going to separate us as a team and as a group.
Okay.
How do you beat somebody that doesn't quit?
Right.
That's the question, right? You really can't. Over time, they're going to wear you down, and you're gonna lose hope on your side of on the puck. So it's like, hey, can we get these kids to take that skill and let's now work through compete and playing as a team? I mean, that's going to be a tough thing to beat whoever you're at and in any sport, whatever you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I love that.
So, okay, I have two questions on this one. Have you set your coaching staff yet?
No, we're working through that right now.
Okay. So let's say you have a tough game. Let's say it's in Eau Claire Memorial, where you got long bus ride back to Richmond. You got to get all the kids out of there safely, all that stuff. You got to do your other duties, and then you head home.
Yeah.
Hop on the couch, say, I want a pizza. Are you going triangles or squares?
I mean, these are the questions the world want to know, right?
Right.
And I'm here to give it to them. I'm a triangle guy myself. I like it because I like to hammer on some ranch and some hot sauce there, right? And I think if I have a couple bites, I want a piece.
So you go ranch and hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a game changer there.
Changer.
That's a game changer.
That's going to make you think for a while, huh?
I have just you guys. I just want to interrupt before I forget, because we know that I have a short attention span. Are we back in Division II then?
Correct. Yeah, I was notified about that as I was really getting hired. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Big Rivers Conference State of Hockey for coaching. I just went through it here. The guy in Rice Lake's been there forever. He just won a state championship 4 years ago, year before Richmond did. Charlie Singerhouse obviously is in Hudson, but then Chippewa, River Falls, Menominee, Eau Claire Memorial, they're all going to have second-year coaches, and then Eau Claire North and Richmond have first-year coaches. Yeah. So wow. Welcome to the Big Rivers, buddy.
Yeah, I know, right? Just kind of getting thrown into the wolves' den a little bit over here, but you know what? I dig it. I like it. I like the pressure. I want it, and I think our guys are up for the challenge. From what I've seen so far this summer, it's been really fun to see how hard they've worked and how hard they've tried to buy into some of the things that I'm asking to do. And as a team that as coaches, that's all you can really ask for, right?
And you were able to have a couple weeks practice with them, and then you did some scrimmaging for a weekend, I believe, in Somerset.
Yeah, we did a couple scrimmages. So we scrimmaged over in Tartan in July, at the end of July or end of June, and then we scrimmaged over in Somerset, and then we actually scrimmaged my brother's team in Rosemount a couple weeks back here.
Okay, good.
So did Mom make dinner?
Yeah. Well, we actually were. Brother was taken off for the family reunion right after it, but yeah, no, she didn't make dinner. You know, she didn't know. She wasn't in the building. he wasn't in the building on the mic. So
They weren't home games.
Yeah,
they weren't home games.
I got a question. I've heard it a couple times now. You like to start, I believe, a practice with a game, with a competitive or a competing game. Is that true? And what's your thought process there? I think you kind of explained it. But
yeah, so I start every practice with a game. I think warm up it only gets you so far, and I think it's such a hard thing to just start hot on things. So before kids even get moving or grooving, I'll drop pucks in the spots where they're supposed to go, and we're going to compete. And we're going to compete for something. Every single time we play a game, we're going to compete for something. So you better not lose when you're on the ice with me, because if you lose, you're probably going to skate. And I think that translates into games. And I think it gets the kids into a mindset of like, hey, I need to get into this ball game right away. And I think that a lot of coaches have this, well, we'll reward them at the end if we do have a good practice. Well, hey, some of these kids have been at school all day. You got to blow off a little bit of steam and get them in the building and get their heads in the right mind space. So, we'll typically do a compete game for about the first 7 to 10 minutes, and losers got to skate, and then we get into our work for the day.
I love it.
I like it.
Because that is so true. I mean, you think of kids have been sitting in their classroom chairs for 8 hours, sitting around and all the whatever. Yeah. It's sometimes
I got an on-air production question.
Oh,
we should do that before our podcast.
You want to go for a run, Frankie?
Yeah, let's. No,
I think
not
we
running.
just had a game upstairs. It was how messy could you get eating sweet corn?
Trust me. Put me in the Hall
You got
of Fame
something
there.
for us, Moose? Oh yeah,
we can run through the sprinkler in the backyard. Oh yeah, you see, there's lots of games.
But
we
what
can play.
are we competing for though?
Yeah,
that's the question.
that is the question.
Loser has to sit next to Scrib.
Oh, and I already took that one, I guess. Then,
Oh, sheepers.
I'll fall on that sword.
Well, some things I picked up, as you're talking through some of these questions, but what really stuck to me, the culture. You talked about culture. You talked about identity, trust, competing, and work ethic. Right there. I mean, Gibby, you can't argue, right? I mean, that's all the makeup of a really good program and a really good coach. So I'm excited. We'll probably get to. Yeah, we'll watch online. It's called Justin live stream, right, Gibby?
Well, right, and with that, you also said, James. I think it's also nice is having other programs that can feed. Like you look at the state of what the football team is doing right now and some of those other sports and how well the kids are doing in the weight room.
Yep.
That obviously is going to transfer over to the ice for you.
150%, absolutely. As long as they keep moving and grooving, I think that's just. And then they use different muscle groups too, right, as they go through things. So I think that's super important, and we want to be out there to support them just as much, right? We're all one big team, one big program here at the high school. So how do we really convey that and start to support each other in a better way? And that way we pack the stands at the stadium on Friday nights, and maybe we're doing that Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays in the wintertime. And, I might make an appearance at the basketball game here just for Scribby here. But yeah, no, we want to build that great, community of coaches supporting each other.
Hold on. I think Strand figured out. Moose has the idea. What you're going to win is right there. The Cornholio!
Jesus Christ. My God.
I think there's some resemblance there. I mean,
I don't know. That was more like Scrib when we were making fun of.
That was Scrib. Yeah. That was Scrib being a corn. I'm in the cornfield. I'm in the cornfield. I'm in the cornfield.
You look perfect there.
No, that's just weird. Hey, so one thing that people have told me about you since you were named the head coach of this team,
great,
is that you have dove in head first into the deep end, and in fact, I heard that the athletic director had to change his plans to make sure that he could be there to introduce you because you wanted it done on this certain day at this certain time. So I look at all your stuff. Tell us some of the stuff you got going on here now, because you really have jumped in with both feet, and it's pretty cool. So tell us some of the stuff you have coming up here to support Tiger hockey.
Yeah, so we really want to get out in the community and build a brand, and that's kind of going back to finding that a little bit of that identity. But One of the cool things, other than aside from kissing babies and making the politician rounds and whatever,
Yeah.
one of the big things that we're gonna support here and volunteer for is One Shot One Mind Harvest for Heroes 5K, Sunday, September 13th. If you haven't signed up for it now, go ahead and support it. Supporting the veterans.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody from the Scrib and Gib will do it. I'm going to be down watching my son do the Ironman in Madison.
Oh, sweet.
And I think Gibby's out of town, but Brinkman will be there.
He's going to be running.
Yes.
Oh, so is that? Oh, okay. Sounds good.
When is it? September 15th?
September 13th.
13th.
Yep. Right
I
away in
think
the
he can
morning.
make it.
Yep.
Brinkman, are you?
I'll be here.
Unfortunately, that's the Viking season opener, and they're playing the Packers. And well, I will be at the U.S. Bank Stadium.
Oh, okay. It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, continue. Sorry, I had to interrupt.
No.
He'll be there.
But the hockey team will be there, and
Yep.
that's great that
Yep.
they're going to help with setup.
Yeah,
and
we'll
stuff.
help with setup, directing traffic along the route, and then providing some water, and then any other support that's going on. But it's going to be starting over at the press room and then ending over at the Busted Knuckle on 45th.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, that's where the things will kind of end up from my understanding. And, just great sport, great sponsors, and great cause.
Great.
Love it.
Yeah, next Tuesday, we're actually doing a fundraiser, sponsored night with Culver's. So between 5 and 8, if you like some butter burgers and some fresh frozen custard, stop
Yeah.
on over.
Say what?
Yeah.
No corn, no, huh?
Yeah, no corn. Maybe we'll make an exception. I'll talk to the guy over there, and maybe we'll make
So
an
what's the
exception.
date for next Tuesday?
The 18th. Yep,
The 18th,
Tuesday the 18th.
Tuesday the 18th. That's at Culver's from what, 5 to 8?
5 to 8. Yep, and we'll have some guys out
Perfect.
there running food. I'll be there as well, helping out. So, and then Saturday, August 29th from 9 to noon, we're doing a car wash. You might see. Some of the boys have already been talking about wearing some mankinis out there. I gotta put that down right away. But we're gonna
You don't want to get out showing up?
No. I mean, if we really want to get shown up, we should have Brinkman out there. That's you may not like it, folks. That's just peak human right there. And same here. I'm not. Yeah. Right. But August 29th, we're doing a car wash. So if you got a dirty car, stop on over. We'll have the boys wash it and dry it.
And that's up at Bernard's.
Bernard's, yep.
Bernard's, who has been a huge supporter
Correct.
of New Richmond hockey for, 50 years? Long time.
Long time. Yeah. And that's one of the things we want to keep continuing to cultivate, some of those awesome relationships that have been, huge supporters of not only our program, but, many, many programs across the sports landscape here in town.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, we've kind of created a really good connection. My wife and I have been kind of coming up here 2-3 nights a week, having dinner, kind of, again, making the rounds and whatnot. And we've created a great relationship with Corey over at the Busted Knuckle. I know I'm late to the party here. This is going to be a plug for Corey. If you have not gone over to the Busted Knuckle, do me a favor and go now, go tomorrow, go this weekend. He is doing some awesome things with barbecue down there, and it is tasty. But, yep, we're going to be doing some cool things with him. As of right now, we do have Hogs for a Cause planned on Friday, September 11th. It'll start at 4 p.m. until it's gone. So a couple different fundraisers and some volunteering opportunities. So just making some quick
my
plugs.
shirt.
Oh, that's
Are
the
they
naughty
naughty
hog.
hogs?
No, they are not naughty hogs. They are delicious hogs, though. I can tell you that much.
Oh, that's great. You definitely are getting yourself acclimated to the community. That is awesome. I think that, in all seriousness, that's something to be proud of, James. I mean, there's ways to get into the community, but I mean, what you're doing with the hockey program and how you are diving headfirst in, that is awesome. It's cool to see, and I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch the transformation from. Not saying there was anything wrong with it before, but just all the excitement you're bringing. We saw it last year with Coach Allen. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Like I said, we'll probably, I don't know, are we going to commit to a game yet, Gibby? Or?
I'm going.
Do we
I'll
have
be
to
at
get
a
you a
lot of
parka?
games.
Do we have to get you a parka?
I'll wear it. I'll be just fine.
Okay.
I just wasn't prepared when we went there, and I just, you even mentioned
It is
Coach,
the cold.
it's cold.
It's cold.
I just wasn't prepared.
Yeah, we're going to be bundling up. Maybe we'll get some heated vests this
Yeah,
year.
there we go.
That's weird. I've never thought it was cold once a single game I've watched there.
Wait,
That's just
inside your
bizarre.
announcer's booth?
Inside your nice.
That's a nice little. That's all like sit next to a cozy campfire up there.
That's just weird. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
But when you roll out the red carpet for royalty, you know what I mean. Like that's you got to do that for the talent.
Well, yeah, the talent is important, and
But that's the thing, though. Like you think about Holland Homes, right? Like you build your house, you got nice fireplace. You can come home to the Holland Homes, check them out. One of our sponsors, Holland Homes, man, they're doing a
just
lot of
brand
good
new. I
things.
had to wear their swag online.
Yeah, I'm kind of wearing it too here.
Oh, yes, you are. They were
I was gonna
sponsored
say,
for
I
you.
didn't get swag. What?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's really nice swag, though. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, these hats are nice.
Yeah, maybe another time we'll talk about that. But yeah, check it out. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna get, James. One thing, you have an open invite to the Scrib and Give podcast. Anytime you want to jump on, you want to talk. Obviously, Justin live stream is at every game. I'd recommend talking to those guys as well. But if you want to come on to the podcast anytime, you're more than welcome. It's fun.
Appreciate that.
And I love the energy. Right, like. It'll be really cool. So it's exciting.
Thank you.
Brinkman, what else you got? I know you got a couple more crazy questions.
Well, I don't think they're that crazy. Rapid fire, Vikings or Packers?
Minnesota boy, but mom's from Wisconsin. I got to go Green Bay.
Yeah, boy.
Sorry.
Keep going, Brinkman. Yet another one.
This might be the worst coach
don't
hire in
cry.
the history. Gophers or Badgers?
Oh, Friday nights at home with Pops, Mom, brothers. Got to go for hockey on that.
Okay, well, you're 0 for 2.
I was at the national championship game at the X, so many moons ago. But
Lynx or Chicago Sky?
well, that's a tough one because my whole family is from Chicago, and I'm the only one born and raised in Minnesota. But you know what? I gotta go with the Lynx.
There we go.
I think I'm done.
That's a championship team right there. They just
Yeah,
breed
they're
winners and
actually-
success there.
They are
Milwaukee
pretty
Brewers or
darn
Minnesota
good.
Twins?
Oh, come on, Brew Crew. I've had Brew Crew hats
we go.
forever.
Jeepers, there's so many good things about this guy. I mean, Brinkman.
I mean, it's dressed like a seat night at Target Field every time you go there. Right? Is that a sponsor they run? Or?
Yeah. They're changing that, though. They're starting to put people in there again, thank God, finally. But
Love it.
So I got to spend the Sunday with this gentleman, and all he talked about was, the Twins beating the Brewers, blah, blah, blah. But I believe the Brewers won, right?
in extra innings.
Oh, well, they did win. And, hey, the last time the Twins sold out the Target Field was Banana Ball.
Did it three
Three
nights
nights
in a
in a
Three
row.
nights in a row.
That was insane.
120 some thousand seats.
That's just insane.
And I didn't realize that you couldn't just go online and buy them.
Oh, no.
You had to get into a
Lottery.
lottery just to get it.
And then-
they're
yeah.
doing that everywhere they
Everywhere.
go in the country. Everywhere.
What I don't get is how you can get tickets, some for 30 and 60, and some of them are 400. And it's not like the $400 seat's like an
it's
amazing
called
seat.
economics. And,
But no one, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand.
The
Like
Brinkman seats,
so
you
if
pay
you-
400. If you want to sit with the
well, no,
Gibsons, you
no.
pay
They said that
40.
like you can get them for it's either 30, 60, or for. It's just like a weird discrepancy in pricing.
But I also think that I think that top package is VIP, where you get to go to the stadium like 6 hours early or 4 hours early, and they have a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
for
I
you
didn't
to
know.
do.
I thought it was just.
I literally think it's like a concert. I mean, in terms of they have VIP packages, and you can do this, you can do that.
I mean, I'm not a basketball guy, but it kind of seems like the Harlem Globetrotters type of an atmosphere, no? Right?
Yeah, it kind of is, right? There's, the one
Yep,
thing
there's
about
that to
banana
it.
balls, if there's a foul ball
They catch it. Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
catch it,
that's
it's an
awesome.
out, which
Didn't
is
they
kind
make
of
history? Like the most outs by a fan group?
Yes, they did. It was
isn't that
10 or 11
Yeah. That's
foul
insane.
balls caught by fans.
yeah, which is, that's kind of a neat thing.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, some of it's kind of weird, but now the one thing that's interesting is if you follow Banana Ball, they're starting to create more teams, right?
Yep.
And I think it's kind of interesting because how many teams can they have and still have the same
Sustainable,
atmosphere?
yeah.
Because that's the one
is
thing.
Is there 4 or 6 teams now?
I think it's 4, isn't it?
Because
I think
they're selling out. I mean, they sold out Kyle Field, which was what did they do? 100,000
Something.
fans or something,
Insane.
and they didn't have the Savannah Bananas playing.
had
in that.
one of the
They
other
had
one.
The other, I think they had the Georgia. I don't know, but yeah, the 2 of the other teams that
Yeah.
played it. It wasn't even the Savannah Bananas. So
The Rockford Peaches? Were you going after?
No.
I think they had the Brinkman
it wasn't a
Corns.
league of their own.
I was going to say Ali.
Brinkman Corns.
the Scribner hard hitters, and the
Oh,
Brinkman
there's,
Corns.
Moose has
there's
got something
6.
for us.
6 teams. So what do you got up there, Moose? You got Savannah Bananas, the Firefighters, the Tailgaters, the
Scribner Clowns.
what is that one? The Coconuts,
Coconuts. Oh,
the
yeah.
Clowns, and what's that one? I can't see that one. But anyway, so
Jesse,
there's
Jesse Cole's an amazing story.
Yeah.
You know,
That's so cool.
So he took over as the general manager of a minor league baseball team, and he kind of said to his wife, well, this is it. We're going to be broke our whole life. So they sold their house, and they literally moved into an apartment where they had no kitchen table, nothing. They had nothing. They literally
Yep.
had just a mattress on the floor to sleep on, and he came up with this.
The party animals. Yeah. That's what it was.
It was pretty.
Yeah, it
neat
is
how
cool.
He did that. So
That's knowing your
and-
brand, right,
and-
or knowing your product. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just unbelievable. I mean, somebody said online. I read that they're doing like as much as they make going to the stadiums, they're doing that the same in memorabilia sales.
That's
each
Oh, yeah,
weekend
they
when
said they
go
sell
somewhere.
out
Yeah.
all the memorabilia.
It is
That's
cool.
insane.
Yeah,
It is
it's pretty
awesome.
All right, we got a couple more things we got to do before we wrap
Yeah.
up here because we got a lot of stuff coming. Next week, we're going to do the Big Rivers, Middle Border, Dunn St. Croix, right?
Yep.
Football preview, right? We're a week.
nuts.
This thing will drop tomorrow probably, but we're about a little over a week and a few days away from your first home game here in New Richmond against the Eau Claire
Old Abe's.
Old Abe's.
Memorial.
James, you'll be at the first home game or
What's the date on it?
the 20th?
20th.
Thursday the
I'll have to
20th.
check with the wife and the calendar, but definitely think I can make a celebrity appearance.
Yeah, if you're there, stop up at the booth. We'd we'd let you. Or you can be on the field and we'll leave Brinkman at home. It doesn't matter to us. I mean, as long as you don't stand next to a pole the whole time. Well, I mean, come on, Brinkman. But again, all the sports are going. So.
Anywho.
The thing is Moose can't talk, but man, he can type today.
Oh, he can type today. He's just firing from the back row.
From the
But
top row.
Brinkman, one of your most favorite sports started, the tennis. Tennis is out, so the girls have been practicing 2 days, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., and then they go back 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So G Money is out doing that. Girls golf, I think, started yesterday as well.
Volleyball starts next week.
Next week is
Cross
volleyball.
country or next
And
week.
then, next week, everything is started, and then we have games.
And it's a wild frenzy once that starts.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and then school starts. Thank God kids go back.
Yeah. Back to good schedule.
Yeah, normal, a little normalcy in
schedule.
life.
Yeah.
I do have
Yep.
a message I have to tell the camera. This is for Coach Allen's father. I did as you asked. I bet it all on red. You owe me $50. I'm now broke.
Yeah,
Down in Vegas.
down in
Yes. You guys, as you know, I'm not a Vegas fan. I'm not. Well, first off, I'm not smart enough to understand how to operate these video game machines now.
You should push the buttons and they tell you if you want
Exactly. You just keep putting money into
Yeah.
it. It's just like the dumbest thing ever. But when I landed in Vegas at 9:30 in the morning, the guy comes over, the captain of the flight says, welcome to Las Vegas, where the current temperature is 100 degrees, on its way to 108 today. So I literally went from the airport to the transfer bus to the hotel and never set foot outside for 2 days because I'm not doing it.
You were just leaking.
And if anybody says,
I would have right there.
if anybody ever says to me again, yeah, but it's a dry heat. Well, so's
No.
a convection oven.
Exactly.
So shut up. I did, as you guys made mention to last week, there is a new trend in traveling where people that
You have to
lose
leave your
bets,
shirt on.
where people that lose bets have to be given a T-shirt by their friends to wear on the plane. I definitely, I think that's a trend that needs to end rather quickly.
where you were offended because somebody had your shirt, right?
Yeah, no, stop. That's just
Did you
stop.
clap when the plane landed, or
No, no. But I will say this. So I was out there for Ford meetings, everyone. So don't let them give you anything. But it's kind of cool to be a part of Ford right now, just because of the fact that they were just named number one for initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates.
That's awesome.
And they were just named Time Magazine's most iconic company in America. I thought that was pretty cool. So they were flexing their muscles about that. And then the best hour of the whole 3 days I was gone. For the first time ever in my life, I was in a small auditorium with about 400 other Ford dealers, and Jerry Seinfeld performed.
Oh,
And I didn't realize, you guys, he is 72 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
72. But then you start thinking about it, and he gets up there, and And you're like, how can he be 72 years old? And he goes, well, my last episode of Seinfeld, my TV show, was in 1998. And you're going, oh my
Really?
God, that was
Yeah.
Almost 30, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy, isn't it? You
That
don't
is
think about it. I mean, and they're still iconic. You know, they're always rerunning them. Those Friends, a couple of those are just great too.
almost
Kramer?
30 years ago that
Kramer.
show ended.
Well, it's funny because we're now our parents, right? Like, remember when your parents would see somebody on TV and they would name them? Like, how do you know who that is? I've never seen that person in my entire life. Now it's like, well, that's Kramer. And I guarantee our kids would be like,
Who's Kramer?
Who's Kramer?
Well, the
Who's
only thing
Jerry
about some
Seinfeld?
of that, though, they might know because the TikTok reels are nonstop. Like, that's the thing, too, now is everybody takes shorts from those.
Nobody
I
knows
think
what it's from, yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
I
take
suppose.
shorts, and they're just nonstop running them, I think, generating more money.
More
for 'em.
revenue.
It's
Sure.
crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe they do know.
It's kind of like what we do with Justin Livestream.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys, next Tuesday is our football preview show.
Yes, it is.
I am so darn excited about that. I've just been sitting here ever since you guys said that. I'm just like, hell yeah,
It's
let's
football
go.
time.
Well,
It's
yeah.
football time.
Hey, then on Thursday, stop down at Newts and Oz, one of our great sponsors, and watch Justin Livestream down there. Preferably come to the stadium or stay at
Or do
there.
both.
Or do
Go
both, and you
watch
can
the
still
football game. Go down there
Yeah.
afterwards.
or come
you
to the
go.
stadium, do that, listen to us in your earbuds.
Yep.
And listen to us, have fun, doing what we like to do best. But yeah, it's crazy. Newts and Oz right there. Custom HVAC solution of the week. What do you got there, Brinkman?
I was going to go with the gutter ball of the week. I leave the solutions up to him, and I call the gutter ball.
Well, what's the gutter ball of the week?
I think it's the WNBA. This is just absolutely embarrassing, and I'm telling you right now, this right here is the stud of the WNBA right there,
Oh, yeah.
Sophie Cunningham, and the stupidity that is coming out of this is just absolutely crazy. I mean, there's a guy running for the Senate in Minnesota, for Christ's sakes, that says he's gonna make himself available for the WNBA draft next year. This is just so. It's just so beyond ridiculous, and they do this stuff, and then they get called out on. They're like, "Oh, we're not being political." No, the hell you're not. Just shut up and go away already. It's literally. It is so embarrassing, I think, for women's sports that the WNBA behaves the way it does.
Well, and they couldn't screw it up more than they are.
No, they can't get out of their own way. And the thing of it is they're like, well, we made all this, when they did their new collective bargaining, well, we made all this money this last year. Well, yeah, you did because of one person, Caitlin Clark, and she has made people want to go to the games. And then you have players complaining. I literally saw a quote from a WNBA player where she was complaining how loud it is in arenas now when Caitlin Clark comes in and plays, because people used to be able to show up at a game and they could work on their laptops and it was quiet and they could and they could finish their work at the games. Now it's loud and people can. Are you kidding me? It's just, I don't know. Now you got me on the rabbit hole. Now I'm crabbing.
He is on a rabbit hole.
It's just so disrespectful to women athletics all over the board.
It's no doubt.
What do you got for a custom HVAC solution? of the week?
My solution is it's school time. So the solution is now we got to get out there, start buying clothes, buying school supplies, getting all ready, and get back into that groove of the schedules, and that's what it is. That's my solution.
You and I can go have fun that day that they have to do that.
Jesus,
I've always-
we got one chair
You know-
over there? Or is there two chairs for
Hey,
you guys?
You know what I did wonder on this though? It's like how have things changed so much from May, when school basically got out at the beginning of June, to now the start here in August of their new school season? Why do you need more clothes? The clothes were just fine back a few months ago. Why the hell do we think we need to go out and blow a bunch just because the school year started?
Well,
I've never understood that.
No, I totally agree. I felt like on Sunday I was perfect. Then Holland Holmes had to buy me this shirt.
Well, no, you needed that shirt.
Yeah.
That's a bad example.
Yeah.
No,
now
is.
you know why kids need shirts, because people like him think what they wear is fine.
Oh my words!
Anywho, so yeah, I've always wondered that it is what it is. I'm sure we enjoyed getting new clothes then too, but.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Again, we got to give a big shout out, a big thank you to James Saintey, the new Varsity hockey coach here in New Richmond. Thanks for coming
Thanks
on.
for coming, buddy.
We really appreciate it. I think because of you, we
Appreciate
also
guys.
got fed very well.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
I
Yeah.
might see you this winter.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Well, we still got tryouts, dude. we still got open mic tryouts.
I like him. I
I
like him.
put my hat in the ring on that. I know nothing about hockey.
All right,
That's
again,
okay.
if you like, hey,
Enthusiasm.
Yes, there we go. I can do that.
if you guys like this thing, subscribe at the bottom. We just keep it going. If you got ideas, let us know. We'd love to keep bringing the Richmond Tiger sports and everything that we do to YouTube. So check us out on YouTube. I'm Scrib.
And I'm Gib.
I'm Brank.
And we got
Moose.
On the loose. Oh, I like that.
It's good.
That's a lot better than that open thing you just did with that.
the new age one. I dig it.
All right.
Peace out.